Hi there, this is David. I want to thank you for taking a look at this video. I want to share with you some startling information that will allow you to turn a mere $900 into $6,000 per week. Now, I am with a company called Questra Holdings. You're looking at that right now. They're based out of Spain. They've been around since 2009. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details, but you can go to my website and read up and check out on everything that they do, and it'll give you everything you need to know about Questra Holdings and what a dynamic company this is. But my point here is I need to show you guys the money. When you come to this system and you look at returns of 4 to 7% weekly, what I originally thought was big deal. I didn't really understand compound interest or didn't know if it was compounding, but 4 to 7% didn't sound like any big deal to me. It wasn't until I seen this here, this calculator that they have. This company has actually been getting returns of 4 to 7% since 2009 when they opened up the doors. To give you proof of the returns, I'm going to go to my Atlantic Global Asset Management back office real quick here, and I want to show you guys something. If I go into news, that's our back office, I want to show you the returns we're getting on a weekly basis. For instance, just this past week, we got 6.69% return on our money. The week before is 6.35%. The week before that, 7.3%. 5.7%, 6.46%. That's weekly compounded interest on the money that you have in with this company. I'll even go back a little further here. Another week back, 6.16%, 6.3%. Let's go back a little further. 5.21%, 6.4%, 6.1%, 7%. I'll go one more. The money's consistent. 6.3%, 6%. What you're able to do here is when your money is in this particular back office here, they got what they call these suitcases that you can purchase. Anywhere from $90, $270, $810, all the way up to 5 million euros. So there's some major players in here. So I just wanted to show you the proof that we're getting those returns. I could have went back on and on and on to show you the percentages here, but I want to show you how you can take $900. Now, why did I choose $900? $900 most anybody can come up with. In 2 years, most people can look into the future that far. And if you take $900 with these percentages and you start calculating them out into the future using compound interest, the numbers really get staggering. And I'm going to show you here right now. This is their income calculator. And these aren't fictitious numbers. These are real numbers. This calculator is based on a 4.5% return. Mind you, you looked at the percentages, we're getting much higher than that. This is going to give you a good ballpark figure of what you're going to generate. All right. If you take $900 and you go out, we want to go out 3 years, because I want to show you something. Going into your third year, you can retire generating $6,000 per week. Now watch this. 3 years is 156 weeks. We want to pay out of 50% at the start of week 104. Now I'm going to do some calculations here. I'm going to hit calculator. Okay, now what this has done here is it has bought one white package for 90 euro and one green package for 810 euro, a total of $900. If you go into the back office here, you have these packages right here. So what you just purchased was this one here and this one here. Now, once I understood how compound interest worked, that's what really got my head spinning and the light bulb started going on of the power of compound interest. Just remember, compound interest is being used against us. Compound interest was invented by the banks, the world banks, to collect interest off of you. It was never designed for you to use it in your favor. Just understand where compound interest comes from. Through all your loans, any type of money that you borrow, you're going to pay compound interest. As long as you're paying compound interest, you're always going to be in debt. But watch these numbers. $900 investment. If you look at week 1, you put your $900 in, you've already generated $38.55. The next week is $38.55 because you haven't accumulated enough money to buy another what they call suitcases. Week 3 is $38.55. Then week 4, you're able to purchase another suitcase a white suitcase for $90. Now your percentages go up. Now slowly watch this as this goes into the future. Now mind you, these numbers are not fictitious or made up. I'm going to show you something here real quick. If you want proof of people actually withdrawing money into their bank accounts, go back to my website. Go to this video here, withdraw proof from members. You're going to be stunned. I mean, there are people withdrawing all sorts of money, onwards up to $8,000, $9,000 per week. Just go back to that video if you want to see proof. So you get back to this calculator, and we're going into the future. Just watch this line right here. By the end of your first year, you're making $409 per week. Now, you can take it out if you want, but, you know, we're on your $900 in 1 year. You're making $400 a week. You can't even do that in your bank. It doesn't even exist for people like you and I. Just for the people who control this world, that's all that's for. But this is a rare opportunity, people, for you guys to tap into something where you can use compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, to your benefit. You're never going to find it anywhere else. So let's keep scrolling. That's week 54. We're at $409. And watch how this starts to exponentially grow as we get into week 70 and week 80. We're up over $1,000 here on week 73 already on a $900 investment, people. They've always had over 4%. So you calculate all those weeks out, that's a lot of years. Week 73, you're over $1,000 a week. And you can see how the numbers just keep exponentially growing here. So now we get into where we want to start drawing out our money. Week 104, you're now making roughly $6,000 per week. You're going to withdraw $29.87, which is basically $3,000, and you leave $3,000 here for the principal to keep compounding interest on your account here. Watch what happens when we scroll down into, you can just see the numbers just exploding. These aren't made up numbers, people. I know people who are withdrawing these types of money consistently, all right? There are people putting in $100,000, $200,000 into this thing. But look at this. You get into week 156, you're now at over $18,000 that you're generating. You can withdraw $9,000. The power of compound interest is mind-boggling. I've been around doing these types of things for 20 to 25 years. I've never seen anything like this. I've done a lot of research into this thing before I even popped my own money in here. But just look at these numbers, people, off a $900 investment. Going in your third year right here, you can retire. I know most people can retire off of $6,000 per week. I've tried a bunch of other different calculations with different numbers. $900 is the best minimum to start with within 2 years. Walk away from this thing. So if you want more information, just click on the image below and it'll go through the presentation, the back office, how to set up your account. I'm witnessing these returns consistently every week, and you can start with as little as $90 or $270 and work your way up. You can invite people into this thing, and obviously there's another side to making money with this thing, but you never have to talk to anybody. You never have to recruit anybody. You never have to explain this to anybody. You set it up once and you're done, and just let your money accumulate. And each week on a Friday or a Saturday, you go into your account, and if whatever money that you accumulate, if you can buy another suitcase, then upgrade to another suitcase. It takes about 2 minutes. You walk away and your money keeps accumulating. How awesome is this, people? So I needed to show you the money because I needed to see the money. 4 to 7% returns weekly. Most of us has no clue on how compound interest works. So this is how it works. Just look at these numbers, how they grow through the weeks. Not fictitious, not made up numbers, not fantasy. This is the real deal. These are real numbers people are getting, and that you will get as well when you put your money in there and let it grow. Let your money work its ass off for you. There's no place else on the planet that I know you can do that. Again, like I always say, compound interest has been used against you. It was invented and created to keep you in debt by the banksters who run this world. Now's your chance to get ahead of the curve, ahead of the 8 ball, as I say, and start making a difference. You got retirement money, you got money that keeps coming in, week out, while you sleep.